So for your assignment, these two sessions are very important, week 4 and week 6. It has all the basic code necessary to complete the assignment. I'm going to download these two files. So they are in the downloads folder, hopefully. I'm just going to cut them from here and put them somewhere on the desktop. Web assign 1. I don't like spaces. Web assign 1. So I'm just going to move them from downloads folder. And I'll make a new folder called my assignment. In that folder, I'm going to make another folder, images. CSS and JavaScript, just in case you decide to put your store and external and want to have an external JavaScript. Next, I open Dreamweaver and I go File New, HTML, HTML5, blank page, create. You give it your number. You can say web assignment 1, student name, and your number. And you save it as. You save it in your assignment folder. In my assignment, you save it as master. So that's the master file from which all pages will be generated. Okay. Now, let's say you wanted a header. Most of you have a masthead, a header. It would be useful to keep my example open. It'll be useful to keep this one open. Also, because later on you need tables and forms, it's useful to keep this one open. So this is the master file. And let's say I have in mind Arthur's layout, header, navigation bar, images, and text. Let's say I've had something like that in mind. For the banner, let's start with the banner. The banner is essentially a div tag. The banner is a div tag. ID equals banner. Okay. Now this banner, I start by putting my styles here. I can put my styles here, or I can make a new CSS straight away, new CSS. And you should have an external CSS. Eventually your style should go externally, okay? So I'm making an external CSS, file, save as. Now I just made a folder, right? I made a folder under my assignment called CSS. I'm going to call it my style 1 in case I change my mind. Why my style 1? Now my style 1 must be linked to this file. So there's a way to link the CSS file. If you don't know how to do it, you can always go to my example. You see this link style sheet, copy that line, or you can go to W3 Schools. So that's the link. Now you must bear in mind that this MyStyle1, where is it stored? MyStyle1 is stored in the folder CSS, which is under my assignment. Yeah? So I must change the folder CSS. And see, there it is. It's now linked. It's now linked. I can close it. This is the older one. Now I can go and say, I should refresh this. I should close it and open it again just so that it opens properly. Yeah, it gives MyStyle1, which is linked. Now because MyStyle1 is linked, if I add a style here, hash banner, begin, end. In banner I can have a width 100%, semicolon, height 200 pixels. I'm going to have a background color. Background color now you guys may have an image already. You can see in the example that I did in the class, I have a background image and I have a text here. So that's my master style, master HTML, that's my style. I can either have the image in the background or I can actually have an image in the foreground. And I need some images. It's very important that you put all your images here that you are going to use. Crop them, resize them. So I'm going to very quickly get an image. So he has some rock band website. I'll just go and try and get some copyright free image. Concert band stage. I should be able to find some free royalty free images. So just go to search tools. Search tools, usage rights, labeled for reuse. Yeah, I've got heaps. I'll probably just take this image. Yeah, this looks like a good image. Now suppose I want something which is about 1024 by 150. I will change my width. Yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm just going to scale that one there. I'm going to save this as a JPEG. I must remember which folder I'm working in. I'm working in WebAssign1, my assignment, images. I'm going to call it banner. Okay, I've saved an image for me to use. I'll come back here. I've changed my height to 150 pixels. Now I can use it here. I can say background image. I can say background image, browse, images, banner. I can have it as a background, but you can see it repeats. I can say no repeat. I can also say cover. I can say background size. I can say background size, cover. So what cover does is it tries to scale. See that? That's what cover tries to do. Or I'm just going to comment that out. or you can have it as an image here. Image source equals browse banner. What will happen here is you will see that extra bit of maroon on the side. So what do I do so that it looks a bit continuous? What I do is I'll go to my style, and you see this background color. I'll go to color, use the dropper tool and select this color here. And okay, so it blends in nicely. So I've got a header. Also, you can see I've got those borders. What I like to do in the body is set all my margin to 0, padding to 0, just so that those tiny borders on the side disappear. Cool. I've got a banner now. I need the navigation now. That's my banner. Done. Okay. That's my banner done. Now let's say I want a navigation. Div id equals, I won't even type it. If you are going to use my example, you go to my example and you can see, oh, Dilip has got a navigation here, and that's the kind of navigation I want, except Dilip has a very poor taste in colors. I will not use his colors, and he has got this tacky overline. I'm going to change it. Cool, no problem. You still have my nav here, all the way from here to here. See, the div starts here. When I click on this div here, it grays out this div, plus it grays out the point where it ends. Yes? So it means if I want to use this, I must copy this entire thing. Yes? So I come to my master and I come here. Thank you, Dilip. I've got your navigation. Cool. I can do something with it now. Oh, but mine is looking crap. So what else did he have? He had some styles. So if you go to my styles, you will see if I have commented it. Yeah, see all of these navs, all of these navs are related to my style. So come to style, put a comment, nav style, and end it. End nav styles. Okay. So I've put a comment and then I've pasted Dilip styles here. As I said, Dilip styles are really crap. And also his links are not what I want. So let's start with the links. Source code. Now Barco, what are your links? You have home. You have biography. What else do you have? Music. What else do you have? Sorry? You got a store. Any contact page? No. That's it. So these two are not needed. Cool. So Barco has 4. Cool. Very good. So home can be index. Biography can be bio. Music can be music.html. And store can be store.html. Do you see how I'm using Dilip's site to make my own? Cool. Now I've got my links, but Dilip's style is still tacky, green, ugly, shitty. So let's go. This one, green. Looks like elephant poop right now. Background color. Let me take the dropper tool and select something from my own banner. Okay. Now he's got another background color here for the LI. So I go and select color. Again, dropper tool. Maybe I'll select a darker one from my own place. That's cool. Now what I can do is, they're sticking too closely to each other. I've got a width of, I can make the width 100 pixels. And I'm going to make a margin hyphen right. I'm going to make a margin of 5 pixels. See, I get the gap in between. This margin 5 pixels is here. So I've taken Dilip's site and I've just modified a bit. Okay. Nav, okay. Hover, there's a text decoration overline which I don't like at all. I don't even like the color. So right now the hover color is yellow and overline. I don't like either of them. So what do? Let's change the color first. Color. Again, dropper tool. I might take a nice bright blue from my own site. Hover. And do I want a text decoration? No. I could change the hash nav li hover. And put a background color. And you can see now that's okay. I've changed a bit of the text as well. I'll just change I won't change the a hover. I'm going to delete a hover. And I've just got li hover. You might remember when I did transitions, I did li hover and I did an animation. And if you want, you can do transition and make the color change, fade in, fade out using that example. And that example is here. You can see I did this. If you want something funky, you can do that if you understand the style. Here it is, anim and anim hover. But this is really for those of you who are just struggling. Arthur, so this is okay. I got my banner. Code stolen from Dilip's example. Nice man, Dilip is given the source code. Now, I look at Dilip's example. Not this one. This one. And I say, okay, I do need two columns. I have one for images and one for text. So let me take the two columns that he has already. So div content has got left side and right side. That is good for me. I'm going to take this. I will modify it. So div content, I take to my page, go to my source code, and you can see I'm leaving a gap, so I know this is my div content, and left side now I don't want this image. You can see this image here. I don't want that image here. So div content, left side, right side. Let's see what it looks like. It doesn't look correct because you have not got the styles yet, Arthur. So when you take my left side, right side, you need to go into my CSS and bring the styles. See the left side, right side? You need to copy that and paste them in your styles. Again, the nice way to do it is make another comment. Left and right columns. And left and right calls. So this is the left and right side, okay? Let's see what it looks like now. Now in your case, Arthur, the right side is bigger than the left side. So let's swap the 52 and 32. Make sense? And you have text on the right side. So let's go to the source code, take all of the text and put it on the right side, and take these image boxes.
Really quickly,
Take the image boxes and put them on the left side. I did a bit of a mistake there, so I had taken a div as well. So that's cool. Now my left side has got the images, right side has got the text, and that's my content. Okay? Sounds good? But I don't want my right side to have the box. So I go here and say right side background color. I don't want it on the right side. I'll put it on the left side. Can you see how I modified it? And the border radius has to go here. What I'm saying is I've given you all the necessary code to build your site. Now I want this a bit lower, so I can just put a margin top on the left side. I'll just go and say margin hyphen top, probably 100 pixels. Yeah, or maybe 50 pixels, maybe a bit more, 75 pixels. Okay, now all I need is a footer. You can see I've given you a footer. If you go to my source code, you will find there's a footer, and you can just throw that at the end of your I did a mistake. My nav should end here, so I should put a /div nav here, and that's my footer. In the footer you put your student name. So in the footer you put your student name, Dilip K, number, web 1, assign 1, and so on. Now the footer has to go to the bottom, so you need a style for the footer. So I'm going back to my page, going back to my original style, and I'm going to see what style Dilip used for the footer. There, that's a decent style. I can copy and paste. And this is only for those of you who are struggling to write code from scratch. And you can go, oh no, I don't like his color. No problem. You can take the background color, go to color, take the dropper tool, select something that you like, and you've got that. Even this color on the left side, if you don't like it, you go to color, so there, I've made a template from mine, copied, modified it, massaged it. How do you make the pages now? Very important. This is just the master file, okay? I'm going to stop this recording, and in the second part I'm going to make all the pages.